This week on Big Nerdy Biker, we eat at Lucky's at the Lodge, we talk Blackwidow, which we finally got around to seeing, and we get our first look at footage off the new 360 camera. Let's go. Hey guys, Joe the Big Nerdy Biker here. This week we're going to review food at Lucky's at the Lodge in Muskego. We're going to talk about the movie Blackwidow, which I finally got around to seeing. And we're going to actually see some new writing video from the GoPro Max camera that I got to replace the Kodak SP360. Now before we get started, I want to remind you that you can find me on most social media at Big Nerdy Biker. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all sorts of ones. You can also find, I also have a link tree, linktr-ee/bignerdybiker, will take you to a list of all my links where everything's together, so that you can just click through if you're looking for something. There's not a lot of content on other social media sites. Most of it's just here on YouTube right now. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment away. Let's get a dialogue going. Let's start talking to each other. I can make better videos if I know what you guys like and what you don't like. Social media person of the week is going to be James Hollywood Massacre and his Insanethrottle Biker News YouTube channel. Hollywood has a whole host of other channels and shows that he does. He was also the first real source of biker news I found on YouTube. I've been using the internet and finding other sources of biker news for years, but he was the first YouTube station I really keyed in on. Hollywood's from Chicago, which also gives him immediate points with me, and he drops the news to you straight. Hollywood used to be in a club, and he doesn't allow his history of being in clubs add bias to his the news he reports. He will give commentary, but he leaves the bias out. Insanethrottle Biker News is often very current events focused, but it is very far from uncommon for Hollywood to have an episode where he just picks a subject and just drops knowledge on you about it. If you're new to the scene, he is a very good resource for you to get the inside view and get some inside thoughts on whether you're interested in hanging around with clubs, what to do when you're out and about, motorcycle protocols. You'd be surprised what's a thing out there when you get started. There's a lot of knowledge to be had, and you don't want to get it the hard way, and Hollywood's helping trying to give you the information you need the easy way. Hollywood also has a book out. I've got it. It's been on my shelf for almost 2 years now. I'm not much of a reader. I have trouble focusing on books. Someday it will be read. I just don't know when it will be. Hollywood also has a distinct voice and way of speaking, sounding very much like the people I grew up around. It may be a tough listen for some people if you're not used to it, but the pearls of wisdom Hollywood's dropping on you are second to none, and I highly suggest you listen to his channel, Insanethrottle Biker News. Link will be in the comments. Please check it out. Following up on last week, I had spoken about how I had a new camera on the way to replace the Kodak SP360 I've been using for writing videos for the last couple of weeks. The GoPro Max 360. This is it. Super exciting. Has arrived, and I definitely feel like I could do a lot more with it. The rendering software is better, and it helps me make my cuts the way I really want them to look. I wasn't able to get the cuts the way I wanted them to look on the Kodak 360 software, and from Go, the GoPro Max software has been better than the Kodak software, and I didn't think the Kodak software was bad. Again, the Pix Pro 360, not a bad camera. I think it would be a good camera for somebody starting out to do the 360 filming. I have plans to continue using it, but the GoPro Max truly outclasses it in every way, which it really should do because there is a giant price difference. After another week or two of use, I'll do a review on it, I'll actually show you guys some of the playing of the stuff with the software and stuff, because it's kind of really neat. there is a couple drawbacks on it, which I will talk about at that time as well. Alright guys, I'm gonna cut down, I've been doing these breakdowns of my weekends. I'm gonna cut to the quick here. You guys don't give, doesn't matter to you what I do day by day, moment by moment on the weekends. But sometimes I use it to set up the reviews. I did have JoJo down here on Tuesday. We watched Blackwidow Tuesday night, and then Wednesday on the way home, we swung through Muskego and stopped at Lucky's at the Lodge in Muskego. Lucky's is a beautiful place. JoJo had been to Lucky's before and said it's only been around for about a year or two. The lodge is super clean, and they spent a lot of money making it look like the outdoors. The bar and several tables even look like the porch on the front of a log cabin. Lucky's also has a cantina as well. There are two separate menus for the lodge and for the cantina that you can order from. We both ordered from the lodge menu. JoJo ordered their lodge burger, which was a burger with bacon, cheese curds, fried onions, and garlic sauce, and bacon. I had a couple bites. It was very tasty, and they definitely don't skimp on the garlic sauce. They're like some places do when they have a special sauce on a burger. Most of the sandwiches there start with the word "da," which I giggled at since we were in Wisconsin, and "da" being so associated with the Bears.
The Bears! The Bears!
So I ordered the cubano, which had pulled pork, sliced ham, pickles, mustard, Swiss cheese on a French roll. The meat on that cubano was cooked really well. The ham was fried, the pulled pork was super tender, and it was super tasty. And it was light. It was hot out and needed something light to eat. The fries were decent. I'm something of a French fry snob. They weren't bad fries, but they weren't fresh cut fries, but still decent. They weren't the stupid little super slender shoestring fries. One mark of disappointment was I ordered a pina colada. It was hot. When it's hot, I will order a slushy alcoholic drink to cool down sometimes. I'll order a pina colada or margarita to cool myself down. And it was so hot on Wednesday. Unfortunately, at the time of day we were there, the bar wasn't set up with the blenders to be able to make the pina coladas. So that kind of stunk. But, you know, it is what it is. Last note on Lucky's at the Lodge, Wednesdays, which we were there on a Wednesday, all you can eat crab legs. Sometimes seafood passes through me pretty quickly, so Wednesday was not the day to have me eat all you can eat crab. But damn, that crab looked good, and I'd have been all over it if I wasn't unsure of how things were going to go. People were really cutting through that crab too. There were several people there that had ordered it, and plates were coming out the kitchen really quickly for the all-you-can-eat crab. Lucky's at the Lodge in Muskego definitely rates a stop-in for sure with me. So I finally got to see Blackwidow on Tuesday, and I'm ashamed as a Marvel fan that it took this long to see it. I was trying to hold out to see it in theaters, but it's obvious it wasn't going to happen. It wasn't in the cards for me. I dug the movie. The opening sequence with them as children was fantastic. Really loved that. It was really weird how the movie took place between Civil War and Infinity War. I really wish it had been released in the right chronological order, but I mean, it didn't hurt nothing either. Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova and Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow had great chemistry. David Harbour as Redguardian made me happy the entire movie. I want a Redguardian movie. I will admit the movie wrapped kind of ridiculously. The plot wasn't the strongest plot of any Marvel movie, but the end, you know, tying it up in a bow was pretty tough. But it was good enough. I mean, it didn't hurt nothing. It was good enough. It was worth watching. It was great that Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow finally got her own movie. Should have happened a long time ago. They could have done a bunch of these Black Widow movies when she was active as a spy. I would have watched them all. It's also great that the movie got to be as action-packed as any of the movies the boys had. And she's the only one that really didn't have to have a love interest to make their movie go. You think about it, Iron Man, you had Gwyneth Paltrow in there, and Tony Stark going after Gwyneth Paltrow, Captain America, he was going after Peggy Carter, Thor was going after Natalie Portman the whole movie. It's really refreshing to not have it have to be a love thing, and especially refreshing that the girl who gets her movie isn't having to chase after some boy or be rescued. I dug that. It's a Marvel movie. You know you got to see it because of all the other Marvel stuff coming out. If you miss it, you're going to miss stuff that you need for something down the future. You know you got to stick around to the end of the credits. Do your due diligence. You know what you got to do. Alright guys, I'm going to start wrapping up this video. I'm not going to talk about What If or wrestling or Star Trek or Star Wars. The only reason I don't plan on reviewing every episode of every show that I'm watching. It's kind of pointless. I like to give out recommendations more than I like to do actual reviews where I get into breakdowns. When there's something big going on that's worth talking about, then I'll talk about it. Before we go though, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and comment. Let me know if you've ever had a Cubano sandwich, what you think of them. Let me know if you've ever been to Lucky's at the Lodge, Wisconsin. Let me know what you thought of Black Widow. Let me know if there's things you want me to go out of my way to check out, because I'll do my best to accommodate. If there's something you guys truly want me to talk about, I'll do my best to try to be able to check out on that subject and see what I can do. Also, make sure you comment and let me know what you enjoy on this on what I'm doing. The more you tell me, the more I can put a focus on it, so I can make a channel that's more enjoyable for everyone. I'm doing this for me, but I want this to be something that other people can enjoy as well. Follow Big Nerdy Biker on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, Linktree, Instagram. Like I said, we've got the Linktree at linktr.ee/BigNerdyBiker. Take you to a list of links so you can find anything easily. I don't have a lot of content on anything else right now. It's all pretty much on YouTube, getting one thing going properly before I start expanding out. Also on the Linktree are ways you can help support the channel, which there's no reason for you to chip in yet because I haven't earned it yet. I haven't done enough that anybody should be throwing in on. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for hanging out, and I'll catch you on down the road. See ya. Bye.